Hi everybody, today we are going to discuss about HTML. HTML is a language for describing the structure of web pages. HTML gives authors the means to publish online documents with headings, text, tables, lists, photos, etc. Watch the entire video. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, is the main building block for all websites. It serves as the foundation markup of any website implementation. As website creation tools have evolved, the process of creating a website has become more accessible. However, these tools are still producing HTML as the end result. So HTML is very important one. Let us see about HTML. Welcome to the world of information technology. We have to make IT a habit. IT stands for information technology. If you're going to make information technology as a habit, your life is going to prosper. Today we are going to see about HTML. The World Wide Web, www or the web or W3, is virtually infinite storage space. www is a vast collection of text, images, videos, audio, hyperlink, etc. It serves as a platform for exchanging a variety of information ranging from multimedia, communication, software, online shopping, blogging, etc. Today, Internet has made our life easier. Consider an analogy of reading a textbook and reading an online book. If you go to a library, the first problem is the difficulty in finding the correct or appropriate book. One thing, we cannot buy all the books, that is one problem. Even if you are going to a library, it is very difficult to find a particular book. Say suppose if you want to find a HTML book in a library, very big library, if you go and search in the computer section, there will be n number of language books will be there. Out of that we have to find the HTML book, and if you want a particular author book, it is very difficult to search. You have taken the book. The second problem will be, suppose if you want to know advanced HTML, in that book, in which page that content is there, you have to find it, which is also very difficult. But you think of internet. If you want to search about advanced HTML, immediately you can Google it, you can search it using different search engines, and immediately you are able to find that particular book. So internet has made our life very easy. Web pages are what make the World Wide Web. These documents are written in HTML. So this is a hypertext markup language. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. We have other languages like ASP, Perl, PHP, JSP, etc. And the web pages written using these languages are translated by your web browser. Web pages can be either static or dynamic. Static pages display the same content every time they are viewed. Dynamic pages have content that can change each time they are seen. These web pages are typically written in scripting languages such as ASP, PHP, Perl or JSP. You would have heard about JavaScript, VB script. These are some scripting languages which are used by different people. The scripts in the web pages run functions on the server that gives things like time and date and database information. All the information is displayed as HTML code. So when the web page gets to your browser, all the browser has to do is to translate the HTML. Now let us see about World Wide Web. A user uses a library card to access books in the library. Similarly, a user uses internet to access World Wide Web and the web pages in it. So this is how you can relate library card with a user using internet. Now let us see about web browser. Web browser can be defined as an interface to the World Wide Web. It is a software application for retrieving, presenting and traversing information resources on the World Wide Web. An information resource is identified by a URL, Uniform Resource Locator. The most commonly used web browsers are Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator, Conqueror, Opera. There are some other web browsers like Chromium, Sorgo, Explorer and Mastodon. The person in this picture is a very important person in the history of the world because he has changed the entire way we live. He is none other than Mr. Tim Berners-Lee. He was a physics graduate, and when he was doing the research at CERN, an international high energy physics research center near Geneva, he thought instead of making available a large number of research documents as files that could be downloaded to individual computers, it would be better to actually link the text in the files themselves. So he thought this could be done by using some form of hypertext. Hypertext means active text, and he developed a language supporting the hypertext. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, and this guy is Tim Berners-Lee. So now let us see what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So hypertext is the method by which internet users navigate through the web. Hyper means active or non-linear. There is no strict order in the navigation. The use of hyper means it is not linear. So users can go anywhere on the internet simply by clicking on the available links. It stands for the contents of the web page. So we have seen what is hyper, we have seen what is text. Now we can see what is markup. Markup is what HTML tags do to the text inside to them. They mark it as a specific type of text, changing the look, changing the format of the text. Now let us see what is language. Like other programming language, HTML is also a language having its own syntax and grammar. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now let us see how to save a file in HTML. A HTML file should be either having the extension .html or .htm. Otherwise, the browser will not be able to understand that as a HTML file. So whenever you save a HTML file, it should have these two extensions. Either it should be HTML or it should be HTML. Now let us see about tags. What is a tag? Tag is an element or text enclosed between the symbols lesser than and greater than. So anything between this is called a tag. But in HTML, all the tags are predefined and we cannot create our own tags. For example, HTML is a valid tag. Salt in between less than symbol and greater than symbol is an invalid tag. So when an element is preceded by a slash, we can call that tag is a closing tag. So you can see this HTML is an opening tag, and when there is a slash before HTML, it is a closing tag. Now we can see the various types of tags. One is paired or container tags. The second type of tags are unpaired or empty tags. So a tag which contain both opening tag and a closing tag are called pair tags. So you see here HTML and slash HTML, if it is there, it is called as paired tag. The tag which does not contain a corresponding closing tag is referred to as an empty tag. You can see here BR, there is no slash BR, so that means it is called an empty tag. Once again I will repeat, there are two types of tag. One is a paired tag or container tag, unpaired tag or empty tag. A paired tag will have a closing tag. If there is no closing tag, it is called unpaired tag or empty tag. Now we can see what is an attribute. Each tag has its own attribute which can be called as the properties of the tag. When a tag has more than one attribute, leaving a space between them separates the attribute. We assign the value to the attribute using the symbol equal to. Now this is an example of a tag. Say the tag name followed by the attribute 1 which is having a value 1, the attribute 2 which is having a value 2. Note, when we do not specify a particular value to an attribute, the browser itself assigns a value to the attribute and that value is called the default value. Suppose if you are not assigning any value to that attribute, the browser itself will assign a value that is called a default value. Now let us see about the building blocks of HTML. Every HTML page can be divided into three main sections. The first one is HTML, second one is head, and the third one is body. We'll be seeing this in detail in the forthcoming videos. But you should remember these three main sections: HTML, head and body. Now let us see what is a head. The head part contains information about the page. The contents of the head part are not displayed to the user, but it helps the browsers to know about the page. The head part is where we place our scripts. Head, it is the start of the head section. Slash head, it is the end of the head section. We can add things to the header that will enable search engines to find our page more easily. So there are different tags like meta tags. Those tags will be useful for the search engine to know what is the content that is available in this particular web page. We will see that in detail later. Now the body section. The body part contains the content which the user sees in the browser. We place all the text and the images to be displayed to the user in the body part. So how this body part looks like is less than symbol, body and greater than symbol. It is the start of the body section, followed by less than symbol slash body. It is the end of the body section. This is the structure of a HTML document. So a HTML document must contain a HTML tag, that is a HTML starting tag, and you can see the ending tag or the closing tag slash HTML will be here. Next important section is head section, where the title will be there. See, title slash title. Here I have typed welcome to HTML and I have closed the head tag. Then comes the body tag. Here we can input the images and the contents here. So this is the structure of our HTML document. Now let us see how to create a HTML page. Okay, I am going to copy this content. To open, run, you press Windows key and R. I am opening run. Now you type notepad here, NOTEPAD, notepad, and press enter. The notepad application has opened. Now what you do, this notepad, you paste the content. So I am pasting that content. You can see here the entire HTML content has been pasted here. So you can see here HTML, head, title. I have closed the head tag. I have opened the body tag. The content of the body will be appearing here, followed by the closing of body tag and closing tag of HTML. Now you click file, save as. In documents I am going to save as welcome. So when I save this file, you have to save within double quotes, welcome.html. So within double quotes you have to type that and you save the document. Now let us see in the document section. You can see here I am clicking documents. You can see welcome.html. If I double click that, it is opening in that browser. You can see the title what we have given here, welcome to HTML, is there, followed by the content is there. Now you can see here I will show you. So this is our code. You can see here welcome to HTML is the title which we have given here. Okay, and the contents to the user appear here is what we have given in the body section. So if I am typing something, if I am typing welcome to HTML page, if I am saving that document, you can see here, if I am going to refresh this, the entire changes what we have done is there. You can see here. So welcome to HTML page, the contents of the user appear here. Whatever I have typed, it is there. So this is a basic HTML page. What you have to do whenever you browse a page, web page, you should know how they have written that coding there. So this is very useful. We will see more about HTML in the forthcoming session. So at the end of this session, we will see a lawyer mistake is not a mistake. A lawyer mistake is not a mistake that makes one 1 feet above the ground. A doctor mistake is not a mistake that makes one 1 feet below the ground. But a IT person mistake is a great mistake that brings the whole world down. So, as an IT person, if you're going to make a big blunder, that is going to make the entire world down. So, keep this in mind. We will see more about HTML in the forthcoming videos. Thank you. For more videos like this, subscribe our channel EduCrawl. You can forward this video to all your friends and relatives. During this COVID period, these types of videos will be very useful to them. Please share. Thank you.